Hi and welcome to High on Coding. I'm your host Mohammad Azam, and in this particular screencast I will show you that how you can send parameters to a web method using JQuery Ajax API. So we have a web service, it's called Ajax service, and I have a getPerson method which takes a person ID and returns basically person plus person ID. It's a string. The script service attribute is uncommented because that will allow us to call the web service from the client-side code like VB.NET or JavaScript. I also have included the latest JQuery library, and I also have a JQuery JSON plugin which will allow me to convert from and to JSON type. So let's go over here. The references are done. We have a button, and button will call getPerson. So let's create an ID, person ID equal to, let's say, 4. Usually you will get this value from maybe a text box or a list box or a drop-down list, but in this case I'm just going to use something like this. Now I'm just going to say Ajax, okay, and let's start with the type. So type will be post. The data type is JSON because we will be sending the data as JSON. Then you have a content type which is the application/JSON. Then you have a URL. So the URL of the service is Ajax service.asmx/getPerson. And let's say success. Whenever there's a success, what to do. And we are simply going to alert out response.d because that will contain the data. Now we need to also send the parameters, and that particular method getPerson is expecting a person ID. First thing to note is that you have to send the exact name, so you have to send person ID. You cannot say a parameter or ID. Okay, so I'm going to say data, and over here we will have some data that we're going to send. So I'm going to say person ID, and I'm going to send whatever, this 4. All right, let's save that. Hopefully that will be enough. Let's go over here, refresh the page, and in the console, okay, so there's a problem. Parameter name, method name. Okay, so person ID, let's see what we are passing. We are actually passing person ID, and that is getPerson. Let's see the code over here. It is getPerson. Save it again. Let's refresh it. So here we go. So we got the person ID. I mean, we're sending the person ID and we get the person 4, which is correct. The problem is that if you are sending multiple parameters, or even if you're sending one parameter, you will have to concatenate person ID over here with this particular syntax, right? And although you can do it, the problem is that it becomes a headache when you are sending 5-6 parameter, because now you have to concatenate 5-6 parameters. So the easy way to do it is to create a params, a object. Let's call it params, and then you can call it anything you want. So it's type of object, and I'm just going to say params.personID equal to person ID. Okay, and whenever I'm sending the value, I'm just going to say 2.toJSON, and I'm just going to say params. Okay, let's go over here and refresh getPerson, and you will see that if you go ahead and see, you'll see that it's sending the same value. The good thing about this is that if tomorrow the Ajax service have this method, it contains one more value like integer count. Okay, so then you only have to go over there and say, okay, params.count equal to 12, and that's pretty much it. Okay, and if I refresh it, so I can call it, and you will see in this that it's sending person ID and count. Okay, And that's pretty much it. So it becomes much more easier to just convert it to JSON, and you can assign different parameters to it. It's just an object which will be converted to a JSON format. That's pretty much it. And if you like to sponsor a video for High on Coding, you can email me at azamsharp@gmail.com. I hope you enjoyed it, and stay tuned for more videos. Thank you very much.